So I was super excited about the Taken weapons this season until I discovered that a lot of them are very mid. After using them, the only one I'm still vaguely interested in is Until Its Return, but I'm still hoping for different times, thinking that maybe I just didn't pick a good roll. But I mean, since Peace of Mind is literally craftable in the same archetype in the same slot, that ribbon of hope for it quickly turns into a tiny sliver, and I'm probably less likely to actually use it than a hunter is to wear any color other than black. The main draw for a lot of these seasonal weapons isn't the weapon themselves, but the perks, and that kind of puts them at a huge disadvantage, as I'll discuss in a bit, but I wanted to talk specifically about Until Its Return, because it's been put in a very precarious spot. The draw for Until Its Return is that it's a rapid-fire special weapon with Cascade Point.
Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you!
Cascade Point is a rather obscene perk that increases your gun's rate of fire by 40% after a final blow, or rapid precision hits with another weapon. In other words, it's comparable to a 40% damage buff that's easily activated in PvP and PvE. And this is not a weapon slot dependent perk, meaning you could have 2 or 3 Cascade Point weapons with theoretically infinite uptime just by swapping between them. Until Its Return fires full auto by default, so immediately my mind, and the minds of those who write reviews on LightGG, went to it's like a legendary 4th Horseman. It's got decent DPS, and here are the calculations for that. What's interesting about Until Its Return is that the entirety of its right-hand column is all basic damage perks. So is Cascade Point the best? What others are there? Until Its Return has another coveted perk, Trench Barrel. Trench Barrel gives a 50% bonus for just hitting a melee, no final blows required. So wouldn't you always want Trench Barrel? 50 is higher than 40. Well, the answer is sometimes. Cascade Point only increases rate of fire. It doesn't give any bonus damage on non-primary weapons. So Cascade Point is much better at DPS, but Trench Barrel will have more total damage. And here are the comparisons between the two. So it's a bit lower than Cascade Point. However, when we look at total damage, Trench Barrel is better for portions where you might want to use a shotgun as backup when you run out of heavy in like long drawn out boss fights, like if you're trying to solo a dungeon boss. While Cascade Point is good for just deleting majors, or perhaps excessively short DPS phases like Atrax 1 in Deepstone Crypt. Where it's really good is against champions. You can stagger them with crits, and then proceed to shred them with a shotgun, since they can't stomp while stunned. And when Unstoppable Shotgun comes to the artifact, that could be pretty decent. And also I should note, Collective Action gives a buff that passively lasts longer than a seasonal story mission, but it's only 20% damage buff, so I'm not going to do any math on that. So the comparison is drawn to 4th Horseman. How does it compare?
Under what circumstances would we use this?
There is no comparison. 4th Horseman not only blows this thing out of the water, it sends it straight to orbit. The only reason to use this combo over 4th, if you have the option, is that it's a legendary in the top slot. So you can run whatever other exotic, and or still run Volt Shot and similar elemental perks. Also, as a side note, I only just found out that we've actually had a craftable rapid fire with Cascade Point for 2 seasons, the Ikelos Shotgun. And that one also has Trench Barrel and other useful perks, like 1-2 Punch. So it being in that top slot is really the only reason you'd need to craft it if you have Ikelos. However, being a strand weapon in the top slot with no strand perks means that this gun is doomed to uselessness.
I gotta sing the Doom song now! Doom, 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 doom!
Because as soon as they release a kinetic version, that one is immediately better due to kinetic weapons doing more damage by default. That's obviously a PvE-centric advantage, but you're not going to use a Cascade Point rapid fire in PvP probably. And plus, let's not forget the origin trait. It's not very good. Any other would probably be better for this archetype. And if a rapid fire kinetic with Cascade Point is craftable, or perhaps a raid weapon, which also gets better stats and mod access, Until Its Return is an immediate waste of space. Especially if it has a relevant origin trait. It's only a matter of time until that happens. And so it kind of makes you wonder why they designed the perk options like this, because it can really only go down from here. Until then, this gun can be fun and useful, so I mean grab and use it while it lasts. Just know that it's not the worst thing in the world if you miss it due to lack of perks, and there are probably better uses of your time. Like, however you want to use this thing, there's only ever going to be one, maybe two perks that you would consider. It's not like you're descending between opening shot, rangefinder, and kill clip on a hand cannon. All of them compete for the same result, and none of them are particularly drawing to this thing specifically.
Come on, man. I'll be your dog.